It's a showdown between the best of the best in the Metro Classic Conference. Number 2 Dominican faces number 1 Kenosha St. Joe's for the second time this season with hopes of redemption, while St. Joe's looks to stay undefeated in conference play. The Lancers took the court with a 16-3 record, 13-0 in conference, while Marquette bound and our featured student athlete, Elzea Blockton, brings the Knights in with a 14-4, 11-1 record. Aggressive on offense, but even more so on D. The Knights attacked right off the bat, pressing the Lancers and making them work to get an open shot. Sydney Cooks would use her height to her advantage, sinking one for St. Joe's. Clean shots weren't easy to come by with both teams playing tough defenses. The Knights work the perimeter trying to get a look, and just when Sydney Jenkins thinks she's in the clear, she is shut down as Cooks comes up with a huge block. As the seconds tick down in the first half, Jayla Harris is found wide open and she pops it in. But wait, the ref adamantly calls it no good. And they head into the locker rooms with St. Joe's on top 20-18. The second half is much like the first, with great intensity. Both teams continued to amp up the pressure, leading to a multitude of turnovers, including this one by Blockton, who steals it, then lays it in for 2. A few possessions later, Cooks comes up with the rebound, cites Starletta Keene, who makes it, and would be the star of the night for the Lancers with a total of 20 points. All night, the Lancers tried to shut down Blockton, and their hard work finally paid off in the fourth when she slapped with her second offensive charge of the night, with just 3 minutes left in the game. This one put Blockton on the bench for fouling out, but she still had a stellar performance, putting up 23 points on the night. The Lancers would remain at the top of the Metro Classic by leading all night and rounding out with a 53-50 victory.
Just 3 years ago, the program was really down. So for us to come in here 3 years later to be conference, look like we're going to be conference champs, is a great feeling.
Time to turn our focus to the City Conference now. It's Riverside hosting Washington. Both these teams have just one loss in the league, and it coming to Rufus King. Now, Riverside is the 5th-ranked team in the Journal-Sentinel's area rankings, but the winner of this game Friday night would take over sole possession of second place behind King in the city. On senior night at Riverside, the Tigers were tamed early by a barrage from behind the arc. Washington hitting their first 5 3-point attempts. Demetrius Tillman with a pair, Nate Hubbard-Cole with 3 of his 23 points. Washington up 16 at halftime and by 20 in the third when Riverside starts to chip away. Terrence Lewis inside, he had a game-high 28. That cuts it to 15. Then it's James Bateman all the way to the rack. He gets the roll and it's single digits. Then in the fourth, Riverside does it. Bateman drives and dishes to Lewis. The finish puts Riverside in front 64-63. Minute and a half left now, Riverside down 1. Melvin Lee picked off by Hubbard-Cole. That's an overlay, but T. John Lucas is there, 74-71 Burgolders. It's 74-73 with 15 seconds left. Riverside goes to Bateman. He's fouled and hurt on the play, so he's got to come out. In comes Donald Henderson. He's got to shoot 2 free throws. His first ties it, but he misses the second. However, Riverside gets the ball out of bounds. Tigers with a chance to win, and Washington fouls Omari Johnson. Johnson goes to the line, misses the first, but hits the second. 75-74 Riverside. Washington has to go the length of the floor. It's in the hands of Lucas, and he gets it. Lucas hits the game winner. Washington, who let a huge lead slip away, wins a candidate for Game of the Year. Washington 76, Riverside 75.
When he first passed it to me, I looked at the clock down there, and then as soon as I got to half, I looked again to make sure I had enough time to get to the lane, but I saw that I could make it, so I went all the way.
He carrying his team right now. Them guys believe in him. I love their hard work. That's a big-time shot, man. I can't take the credit for that. That young man is a gamer, and I'm so proud for him.